Hi, my name is Ken Gill and I'm an organic beef and tillage farmer. I'm situated in Offaly, just near the village of Clonbelogue. And my family has been here just 100 years next year. My grandfather bought the place. I'm lucky enough that the farm is 90 hectares of decent land and it's all in one block, and that allows me to farm full-time, which is unusual, but I'm very, very lucky to be able to do that. 65 cows, calving in the autumn, and I finish everything at 2 years of age off of grass. So one of the big changes I made once I joined the program was to put in a lot of paddocks, and to me that's been probably the biggest return on investment. For the sake of a few rolls of wire and a couple of stakes, it has really improved the grassland management. The other thing I've got is every time I reseed, and that's part of the rotation in organics, there'll be an extra bit of white clover goes into the reseed. So all of my new grasses have a lot of white clover in them. The other thing is part of the rotation will always be red clover. And red clover is a vital part of the whole system really, because the red clover is what I feed to the stores in the second winter, and they do good weights from that. One of the things that's probably a little bit different on this farm is the fact that I am autumn calving. Because I've been 100% AI for the last number of years, and because I've been selecting bulls that are good replacement bulls, it means when their calves are heifer calves, they're well able to calve at 2 years of age. They've been bred for it. And I have had no trouble. I don't have any extra trouble calving a heifer than I do calving a cow at this stage, providing I've got the right bull on them and they've been bred for the job. We've had a lot of hedges, and we wouldn't have ever taken out very many of the hedges over the years. The fields were reasonably big. So the biggest change over the last few years is kind of not just retaining the hedges, but allowing them to grow more than they used to. I put in 500 meters of hedging. It's just brilliant because it's a very big field, and it was just run straight up the middle of it, and another shorter one as well, just dividing some fields. They're giving extra shelter for cattle when they go out early, shelter for cattle when they're out in the winter, but also from a biodiversity point of view, those extra hedges are really making a difference. People have asked me every time whether financially I'm better off or not, and for the longest time I was very reluctant to say I was, because a lot of what I've done in the last 10 years have improved the way I farm. The paddocks, the better breeding, all of that has definitely contributed to being more profitable. But bottom line, I'm now prepared to say that organics has also made a contribution to that. So probably there's 3 legs to that stool, but organics definitely one of them. It doesn't have to be about producing more and more, it's about producing as much as you can for as little as you can without doing any harm to the environment. And that's something that I've always lived by here, and it's really working for me here.